He'll be fine.
Yeah. No,
Let's go. Anthony, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We're on
I
air
know.
right now. Why do you keep saying that?
I don't know. I was in it.
she was in it to win it.
I thought I'd say let's go, and you'd be
Also,
like, let's go.
The way that you grab the microphone bare hand on where it is every time.
How do you grab a microphone?
I don't. You have to use the arm in order to get it closer or further to you.
What?
Yeah. Instead of bare handing it every time.
And this
You
was their
use the
wedding
arm?
No, Cole, it's the opposite. You want her to barehand it.
Thanks for the sub.
That was a
Arsenal.
horrible time.
Arsenal,
Oh.
you're really subbing to quality content here right now. I really appreciate it.
Oh my god.
Do I have new hair?
I mean, it's
No.
it's
I
a
just
new,
styled it
It's a
different.
new style.
Yeah, I
it's a new
did. I
style.
don't think you can see it. I don't know, but it's got like two little braids here, and then it goes to two little ponytails. And then I tried to curl it this morning, but as you can see, the curls are long gone.
For just one cup of coffee.
Shut up, Arsenal.
Thank you. You know what? I hope Arsenal, what you should do is when you get the cup of coffee, you should take a photo of the cup of coffee or you drinking the cup of coffee.
I'd be like, look, I didn't support you this month.
No, just
It went like this for just one cup of coffee.
that would be really funny. That would be really funny.
Look at this treat I have where I didn't support you.
Speaking of not supporting,
Yes, Fadier, I have the
Thanks for
straight
the
hair
coffee.
curse, and it curses hard. I tried one time where they did like a poop ton of hairspray in my hair, and I slept in the heated curls, and I kept the curls in, and I got to the thing, and they took them out, sprayed it again, like the whole works, and within an hour, my hair was straight again. I mean, not like perfectly straight. It was like sad straight. It just lay so sad.
this is like someone drowning, listening to someone complain about not enough water. Because what I would give for straight hair.
I just want like a little personality in it. It just lays
too
there and
much
does
in this.
nothing.
Mine just goes outward, and I'm like, what I would give if this would go down, I would never put product in my hair. It would literally just be like the cool surfer boy look. But no, it's too
And then
much
there's
beauty.
this asshole over here.
Can't relate.
You know, the funny thing is, I think you're like a Voltramite where your hair just doesn't grow. Like it's just
no,
it's just there.
I just constantly get haircuts because dude, I joke around with my hairstylist about this all the time. Getting a haircut is 100% like it. Like, you know how people get monthly massages in order to like that for that like luxury and that mental health? 100% it's a haircut every 3 weeks.
Oh,
It
geez.
used to be every 2 weeks.
I'm gonna give a challenge to the chat. Sorry, I ADHD'd far away from there.
Cool.
Meanwhile, JBG is sitting there smugly with perfect
Dude,
hair.
Okay, so it took a while to get to here, right? I've gone through hairstyles. I mean, like there was a crispy oh gosh, the not mousse. No, there was a mousse. There was a mousse incident.
I got his hair in a
gel.
really tiny ponytail during COVID.
I
It
did
was
get-
like
yeah.
top head, like
I used to,
tiny
like I had
ponytail.
long hair for a bit in high school, and then I had a faux hawk and then a mohawk, and then
I remember the faux hawk era.
yeah, you were there for that. I was sorry. So then it was mohawk then faux hawk.
yeah, because we didn't see a mohawk.
Yeah.
Anthony does the mohawk.
Yeah, we had some mousse incidents. We've had some gel incidents. And yeah, this has been my hairstyle since like maybe like 23, 24. That's it. Yeah.
I did a really small bob in like my freshman year. And or maybe it was my sophomore year because it was when I came to the new school, and it was a terrible haircut on me. But I was like, I'm gonna do something new, and I'm going to new school, and bad choices all around, y'all.
I have definitely had bad hair. I think my hair is not great right now, but like,
He had tips.
I did
people
have
think-
frosted tips at one point, but that is understandable because everybody understands that I had a boy band era.
But not everyone, because you have yet to share it.
Yeah, because if you find a picture on the internet, I will pay money.
The only era of dyeing my hair I ever had was I wanted red. So, and you know how everyone had frosted tips?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted red tips because
My mohawk was red.
I had Lincoln Park era.
Yeah.
My mom swears it wasn't intentional, but she did not want me to dye my hair.
Okay.
And so when it came time to get this done, she's like, we're not going someplace. We'll just do it from home.
Oof.
And I was like, okay. And then she was like, you got to pick from these things.
We have red tips at home.
And so we went to our Walmart, grabbed the hair dye, and then she did it in the kitchen, but she did it. And this is why I'm saying she swears it wasn't intentional. But instead of giving me tips, she gave me a checkerboard.
Oh.
And my uncle couldn't stop laughing.
Which is wild because a checkerboard is way harder than tips.
This is how my hair
Because
decided to do
tips,
it.
you put the thing on, the cap, and then you pull the hair through if you do it at home, and then you just highlight that. Checkerboard is like, you got to draw that shit on.
They didn't draw it. It was just how my hair took the dye.
Arsenal in the chat roasting us right now. Frosted tips are worthless without a puka shell necklace to go with them. My culture is not your costume, Arsenal, okay? I'm a kid from Southern California who lived 15 minutes away from Newport Beach. Obviously, we were rocking puka shell
I'm like,
necklaces.
just tell us you had a puka shell
Yeah,
necklace. Let's
obviously,
move on.
we were rocking puka shell necklaces and double popped collars.
What you need to do one day is we need to do a subscriber redemption. And if they did it, you show up like you in high school.
Oh my God, we just have a full high school night?
Well, no, it has to be you because I'm
No,
boring.
all three of us.
I can't.
You'll be so disappointed
You will
in
be
mine.
so disappointed with me. Yeah.
Okay.
It
Yeah, that
looks
makes
exactly the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I will say out of the three of us, I would have probably been
The
the
coolest?
most. No. No, just like the
most drastic.
like trend followy.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
You would definitely have been more drastic. You would have been definitely the trend of early 2000s. And for me, everything was just oversized because I was growing too much. And my mom said, I'm just...
What a problem to have.
Okay, here's the thing is, we all read Harry Potter. He hated being in those baggy clothes.
Yeah.
That was my life. Like, legitimately, I was not allowed...
I hit 16, got a job, and from then on out, my mom never bought me clothes again. Yeah, like my sophomore year in high school.
I was
like got a job.
17, got a job. They still bought me clothes.
Oh yeah.
Everybody bought me clothes. But they weren't trendy. It was like,
We're the high desert.
yeah, it was just clothes. They were just clothes. But I was thin, so it was fine. I could wear anything.
I also was thin.
I was just at a barbecue.
Your hands are so big. That was terrifying.
I was
You
just
should be used to that.
It was just so close.
You should be used to that. This is just too easy at this point.
So sorry.
Oh my God.
We should probably talk Masters of the Universe because now everybody's getting annoyed in chat. Right
Oh,
now.
are we?
Caleb.
Okay.
Caleb Jasper put, I've transitioned since high school. I'd look really different.
I'm growing.
But
too
for
tall.
the better.
Brooke in the chat. I'm growing too tall. My steak chews using my lobster new buttery. I was just talking about this at a barbecue I was at last week. I went from 4'10" to 5'5" in one summer after I graduated high school.
Oh,
Like literally, like mid-June, graduated. I got a really cool promotion at work, and I grew from 4'10" to 5'5" in one summer.
yeah. I was 5'4".
In the fourth grade.
No. I was 5'4", 8th grade,
Okay.
and then I shot up to 6 foot. So
Jeez.
actually, it
That
was
summer, like going into
It
high
was a
school.
very painful summer.
Oh my God.
Short. I'm just always short. I've got nothing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like my mom was just fed up with buying clothes because she would buy it and then she would go, "You're just gonna." Well, we can curse here. Like she's gonna fucking just grow out of it. So
Our problem was skates because
Oh.
skates are really expensive. And so when you're buying skates, you want them to like fit your feet, but they were trying to like gauge your growth.
Oh.
So it was like you'd buy skates that were too big and you're trying to adjust to them. And then they'd go from like too big to too small. And if you miss that like little in between phase, and then you're like, great, my feet don't fit, but I'm too close to a big competition, so you make it work.
Yeah.
Reed in the chat, I thought when he said JPG same, I thought Reed was saying that he was 5'5", and I was like, there's no way. He has to be like, Reed has
He's
to
a
be
tall?
like a full foot taller than me. He has to be, right? And, and so, but then he corrected it.
I had a foot growth spurt. Oh, God.
A foot growth.
All right.
Oh, Beth is in the chat too. Hi, Beth.
Oh,
Hey, Beth.
Hey-oh. Okay. Masters of the Universe.
Yes,
2026.
By the way, welcome back to the Welcome Party, your exclusive invitation to pop culture. We did Masters of the Universe 2026. God. How was this experience for the both of you?
Well, mine wasn't bad.
Okay.
I went in with zero He-Man experience outside of what we covered for the show, like the first half, that
Like-
Netflix series.
Absolutely zero?
The Netflix series that we covered.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen how it ends. I've
Yeah.
only seen the first half.
They did a Masters of the Universe series on Netflix.
Did we cover that?
We did the first
million
half.
years ago.
We
God,
did
I
the
don't
first
remember
half.
that.
And then
Okay.
I had friends. I didn't own them, but I had friends that had He-Man action figures. And that is it. That is all I knew. I have seen the cover of the 87 movie at Blockbuster a million times. But I knew nothing of He-Man outside of he was like some blonde bob dude with a lot of muscles, and he had a sword.
Okay.
I recognize He-Man. I recognize Skeletor. I recognize the music. So I know at some point in my life it has existed in my life, but I could not tell you if it was like it was on and maybe like my dad was watching like the movie or something. Because my parents didn't like cartoons. So I know it's not that, or I don't think it's that, but maybe like the film. I don't know.
Did you recognize Skeletor from the memes or recognize Skeletor?
Right, that's what I don't know.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
it's in my brain in existence, but I could not tell you how it's in my brain or if I connect the dots. Yeah.
Because
Zeitgeist.
Skeletor, I knew the action figure. I didn't know how he sounded until remember.
Yeah.
If that's not how he actually sounds, then I have no fucking clue.
No, it was definitely one of those where like the music came on. I'm like, okay, is this just something little boys skated to? Because that could have happened too. Like it could be
Oh.
just skating music.
Yes.
And so I reckon I can't tell you how I know the pieces, but I knew the pieces.
Masters of the Universe as a toy line came out in 1982.
Oh,
So
shit.
then the cartoon came out in 1983, and I want to say there was like around 130 episodes for this. And so you get the original story from there were like mini comics that came with toys, which is just a feature we should just keep doing at this point. Right? Like I love that. I love that idea of like I love the 80s for its toys first, story later mentality. And so with me, right, like being a child of the 80s, I knew about He-Man. I watched it before and I immediately decided it wasn't for me, mostly because of the there was like I would say that I couldn't connect with it, and I understand why I couldn't connect with it as a child now. But that also took like a lot of forethought, and we're probably going to be talking about this once we jump into the film itself as well. So, initial thoughts about the film. This is going to have spoilers,
Yes.
but honestly, don't worry about it on this one.
Are those your initial thoughts?
It's gonna be streaming in like probably a month on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
Which
you'll
I
be
think
okay.
when it started and it's like, this is an Amazon Prime movie, I went, oh, okay. My expectations were low, and then it got even lower. Not saying it's a bad thing, but it was just like, oh, this is a streaming movie that they said, actually, I think we can make money on this, and they put it on the big screen.
And it's tough, right? Because the idea of prestige television, if it's streaming, we're all about it. But if it's like prestige movies and it's streaming, we're like they're dead in the water. So it's a weird like mental transition that we make.
I don't think it could have been a made for TV movie in that way. only because of the star-studded cast. Like, you're not paying that much money for those actors to put it straight to stream.
Well, Idris Elba,
Yeah.
Allison Ray,
Yeah.
but Allison Ray I can see doing a streaming movie.
Alison who?
Isn't it Allison Ray?
Alison Brie?
Brie.
Oh,
Allison Brie.
Evelyn.
Evelyn, yeah. Evelyn.
Jared Leto.
I don't count him.
Why? We're talking about monies.
If we're talking about losing money, we'll count Jared Leto, but he is not a star that brings in money.
You
But you're
can't-
paying money
Yeah.
for him to be
And
in the film.
To be honest, you can't really tell that it's him.
No,
Which is a feature. Which is like it's a feature and a benefit.
actually
Right.
it pissed me off. I don't know what he contributed to the role, because if you knew Jared Leto was going to be that toxic, you could have gone to the side street and gotten anyone
You could have literally given a new actor
a chance.
a chance.
Could have gone to Mark Hamill, because the chat's like he did the original voice of Skeletor.
Yeah, why not?
You could have gone to a community theater. I don't know what Jared Leto brought to the role, because I know there's plenty of physical actors to portray him physically, and then who knows what who did the voice?
Yeah, we literally just covered The Mandalorian, and there are 3 actors that play The Mandalorian.
Yep.
And the fact that 2 of those stuntmen were first name on,
Which we
like,
still
on
think was
that,
really,
right?
really cool.
So cool. Just do that.
Yeah,
Just do that.
Jared Leto didn't add or subtract to this film, and in recent years, that's a huge plus. Apparently, he also didn't really he didn't help promote this film.
Yeah, but that could be at the request of the film. Like, they could have gone too far with him, and then realizing where he stands currently, it could have been like, hey, why don't you just, you just hang out. We've got this. We'll promote it. You're fine over there.
Do you wonder if it wasn't CGI?
Did I?
I mean, you just did it again.
Yeah.
Well, not again. I was stopping it from. Okay.
And that's only the first class. Do you wonder
She
if
hasn't gotten to the alcohol yet.
coffee.
Alex has hidden so much alcohol under this table.
Okay, that's because I accidentally figured out that I was an asshole who opened 2 different bottles of soju, and they've just been sitting there partially empty. So I was like, I'm just gonna bring them both up and make it one. But unlike you, who thinks you can pour them into the cup, I would spill or bottle
No,
the bottle. So I was like, nah, it's just
I
gonna go
would've-
one
I
cup
would
and
have
be
gone
done.
bottle to bottle. Also,
I can't bottle to bottle.
It is funny that you see these alcohol bottles as half empty when I can see them as half
Yeah,
full.
full.
you know what I would love to see? Anthony to share his drink.
Oh my God, Anthony's drink is so fancy, you guys.
So we were all prepping for the episode, and then Anthony is talking to us about what to expect for the episode tech-wise. And then look at this thing. He makes a cocktail for himself, does not make a cocktail for the rest of us. Look at this thing. He offered only after we called him out for it. Don't believe him in the chat.
Yeah. After we were upstairs, settled in our spots, ready to go.
Oh, Anthony, they want you to post the recipe on Discord.
Oh man. Okay.
There was a cherry and a lemon in it. He had to
cherries.
physically cut a lemon in order to do this.
Yeah, no, he went hard on it, but he's not drinking hard on it, so he's still being a
There's
professional.
so much-
As he begins the show.
There
He's
was
like,
so
challenge
much
accepted.
vodka in it. There was so much vodka.
Actually, I got scared
Yeah.
because he was like, "Oh, there's gonna be vodka."
Okay, so going back to Skeletor, this
Yes.
is my vibes on it. Take out the Jared Leto part for a
Oh
second.
my god, this is gonna be wild.
Why?
During Pride Month.
Take out the Jared Leto part. The character itself, like just watching it on screen, very much felt like the actor watched The Mask, or the guy who plays The Mask. I
Jim
forgot.
Carrey.
Carrie.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. And was like, oh, I'm going to imitate that, but like
Yeah.
not be that. Like that was the energy. Like if
It
I
was
wanted to be the
fun.
mask, but not the mask.
Yeah, it was definitely fun energy for sure. And it felt like he was making fun of it without making fun of it.
For me, it was more the wild inconsistency, right? There was menacing, then he was telling people to laugh with him, and then there was like the awkward jokes about him laughing too much, and then there was like one very like homoerotic comment that he made at the
The
very
heavy sword
end.
between your thighs.
Yeah, and Alex immediately was like, we need to leave. Like there's like, and she was like, she hated that line so much
It
because
made no sense
it
in the
made-
context of the rest of the film.
it made no sense in the scene also.
Yeah, it was such a weird moment for it.
You can't drop one semi homoerotic line without dropping more, right? Dropping one is weird in a film, right? Drop multiple, because if
that's
this
the
film
character.
is about masculinity, right? Like and what like finding what is attractive in men, like part of your masculinity, right? Like do something with that. Don't just drop the line. And it's a bad line, y'all. It is a bad, like, Alex, didn't you look up the line after?
Yes.
I mean, I will say,
Didn't I screenshot it?
while they're trying to find the exact line, that whole moment of him being like different stuff felt
I did
funny.
screenshot it. You ready for this?
Okay.
Should I read it or do you want to read it?
You can read it.
Your long sword dangling between your glorious thighs.
That was, keep in mind, Skeletor is choking him in the air in the third act when
Yeah,
he
he is.
says this, right? Okay, Arsenal said this in the chat, and this is my biggest gripe with the film. There were so many mixed messages about masculinity in the film, right? The first 15 minutes of this film, I was like, this has so much potential to be one of my favorite films of the year. Because it had Prince Adam being a weakling, which is reminiscent of the cartoon as well too, right? And his dad being traditional masculinity, Man-at-Arms, Duncan being this new source
Soft
of masculinity, where he's still kind of prescribing to the old and the new. And then you have Prince Adam, who has the ability to build empathy and define a new masculinity.
Yes.
Right? And if this film would have been defining what masculinity looks like in a modern setting, I would have loved it, because it would have turned over so many tropes in He-Man. And so the first 15 minutes, oh my God, right there. We're right there to being one of the best films of the year. And then there are a couple other instances in the script where they're like, oh, cool. They were going to, at one point, build the idea of empathy as the new masculinity into this, right? The death scene in the third act with Prince Adam and his father. There was
Don't get me started on
yeah, that was a weird one too. And then there was and then at the end, even when he tries to solve the problem with words, right? They had all the pieces, and you can just tell that there was some Amazon executive that were like, okay, well, I'm gonna bring 3 of these dudes who are completely out of touch. As like, I'm gonna bring like a bunch of dudes as out of touch, writers, producers, all of this stuff, and we're just gonna clean up all this weird new masculinity stuff, because you can tell they had all of the pieces, and some executive ruined it on the way.
Or Jared Leto.
I don't know if
I think there were too many things that weren't, unless Jared Leto's the producer, I think there's too many things that weren't that. Because to me, the way I was describing the film was like, they put on a storyboard. I want this scene, this scene, this scene, and this scene. And then tried to write around it to get those scenes to happen. Like there was no continuity in any piece of it. There wasn't continuity in what JPG is saying, like the masculinity flow of it. I don't think there was continuity in what the film wanted to be or what they wanted the characters to be. Were they meant to be campy? Were you meant to take them seriously? Was it fun or silly? Like some of the scenes they did, and I'll go deeper into the chase one in a minute, but some of the scenes they did, I was like, your steps to get to this scene made no sense. Like I watched some of those like verticals that are really silly and stupid. It's the same thing. Like literally I would be watching one and be like, oh, that makes no sense. How did we get here? That's how I felt in this film. I was like, this makes no sense. How did I get here? And I really think it was, I want to do these things. And then they force wrote around those scenes. And I don't know if it was the intention of toys or it was just that those were like this is going to be like the big grab. And, you know? What about you, Cole?
No, what were you gonna say, JBG? You were gonna jump on that.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh,
go on.
I was gonna say, right. I think I'm so mad at this film because of the first 15 minutes and having a perfect opening to defining a new masculinity, because pop culture is art to me, right? I'm sure some people will argue with me on this as well, but I stand firm in saying that that pop culture is art for me. Art evolves with meaning over time, right? You're not the same artist that when you were creating stuff at 10 than that you are at 80, right?
But if you are to be really impressive 10-year-olds.
Look, I love Rope Man.
Okay. So it's the idea that your art evolves over time because you evolve over time. It's why at times we have really good Star Wars and really not so good Star Wars, right? Because the evolution of things, and I will also say, right, like just because it's made for kids doesn't mean there's not an evolution, right? A perfect example of this is She-Ra. She-Ra is something from the Masters of the Universe specifically, where it evolved with times and it made sense for the audience that they were trying to reach on top of the messages they were trying to teach as well. So this personally didn't evolve for me. It felt like it felt like this I'm gonna toe the center line sort of mess of
I
like,
don't want to anger anybody, so I'm not going to take a side.
so
but,
now it's bad for everyone,
right.
right?
How I took it was nothing to do with the whole masculinity aspect. It was they couldn't figure out on a tone in terms of, is this a comedy or is this an action adventure?
Yeah, the consistency.
Yeah, no. So I'm agreeing with you guys on that aspect. It was just the definitions of a man is where I'm over here going, oh, wasn't ready for that. But the first 15 minutes of the film for me felt like episode 1. If this was going to be a streaming thing, right? And I was like, oh, this is the backstory. Okay, that's the asshole father, but it's tough love. But then not Duncan, Idris Elba.
Yeah, Man at Arms, Duncan.
Oh, ha ha! Okay, so with me, Duncan was going to be that dude that was going to be the real dad. I did because remember, I don't know anything about He-Man.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's the asshole king who's gonna get murdered, and because he's a prince, he's gotta.
Right.
Parents gotta die. We've all seen Lion King.
Somebody's got to go.
Yeah, it's either the mom or the dad, and the dad's it was the 80s. But so I was like, okay, so he's especially when he drew his sword on the sun, I went, ha, dead man. And so that's how I took it. And then when they fast forwarded to him being a crazy person trying to get back home, I was like, okay, now we're in a comedy era. I don't know what happened, but that was like episode 2 is the comedy of him going on the bad dates. Then episode 3 was, nope, now they got the sword, and now it's an action adventure film again. And I was just like, it was hard keeping up. And the movie was so long, I felt like I watched the entire season as opposed to a whole movie, which was also my same beef with The Mandalorian Grogu, because it feels like they
episodic.
Yeah, it's like it feels like writers today don't know how to write a movie anymore. They all want to do episodes, but then they're being forced like, no, we gotta.
And then movies are too long, and we all have to pee.
Well, I won't say I won't say all writers feel like that right now, but I do think that there is a sort of this is the middle of the road thing that we're talking about again, right? Where it's like, oh, well, I can write this for a tight 90-minute film. But what if it's a 6-episode series? What if it's a 12-episode series? Now I have to add things. Now I have to subtract things. And now it's this sort of, I'm not saying that I want the separation between film and TV. I don't know how I feel about that. But I will say that there are benefits to the separation of film writing and TV writing.
I'm going to blame Marvel on this, because I think Marvel was amazing in the sense of you can watch the movies, you can watch the shows, they're all connected, but they were a little bit different. But then they started becoming more similar where everything felt like a Marvel experience. And every executive sees how profitable that was. And they said, we need that. That's what we need. And all of us fans at first were like, oh, hell yeah, that's good. We like this. But now that everyone does it, it's like, no, I just want a movie that's a movie. I don't need a movie to feel like I don't
Yeah.
I but, like I don't
There's
know.
benefits to TV shows,
Yes.
and it's something that I bitch about with movies all the time. But it's the idea that even if it ends with a cliffhanger, there's more completion to the episodes, right? Like it's kind of like, oh my gosh, this thing arc done, cliffhanger. Okay, this thing arc done, cliffhanger.
Like you're talking about the USA method.
Sure.
Yeah. A plot, B plot, well, A plot, B plot that is really the A plot throughout the entire series, and then cliffhanger at the end of every
For C
episode.
plot.
And I feel like the films don't do that, but they're trying to feel episodic, but they're missing that specialty that makes it easier to watch TV shows. And so it's not landing because, again, it doesn't know what it is.
We want to have the next big hit trilogy or whatever. It's like, no, just make a good movie. If it's a good movie, you've done the work
then
to
you
like
can-
sprinkle it, and then you
Yeah.
put writers.
Then you
into-
get the money.
Yeah.
Right? like it's very much putting the cart before the horse. I agree. Like everybody is planning for a universe when they should just really be planning for
Now,
a good film.
I do want to talk about one thing that I thought was hilarious.
Okay,
that was absolutely hilarious.
I wanted to move into the good also. So
So the actor who plays He-Man,
yes, Nicholas Galitzine. Yes,
he clearly worked out.
Clearly.
And the thing that made me giggle is they didn't film him skinny
I
first.
said
They did not film him skinny first.
They
He's
just gave him a big
jacked.
shirt, and then they gave him like just hunched to try doing the Superman thing. And so when he's at the gym, when he which
In
one
his
was-
hoodie.
which when they did what's the actor's name? The original He-Man.
Dolph.
Oh, Dolph Lundgren.
Okay, that scene was brilliant.
Yes.
I loved that
I
moment.
will say too, like they tried to dress him up in clothing that didn't make him look big.
But he just made him look bigger.
Go one size bigger. Like, go like.
When he went to go pick up like the 10-pound weights because he
I
didn't
know.
know what he was
I
doing.
was like, dude, this dude is so big. Like, what is happening?
When he was sitting at the desk in the pink shirt, I was
Yeah.
like, dude,
He's
what are you, Henry
gigantic.
Cavill? Like, fucking hell. That's Superman. That's clearly Superman.
I would have preferred if they would do like the ridiculous way to do this, which is every time you cut to other people, they're all regular size, and then you cut to him, and just all of the props are just large.
No, for me, I kind of want it to be like, do you work out? No.
Yeah, just like you know, like his computer at his desk, make it like 6 times bigger so he looks tiny, and then that's the wink and nod to the audience, right?
Yeah.
If you can't do it well, just do it ridiculous, and we'll have fun with it.
When he got the suit, I didn't think he gained muscles.
No, he just
Oh
undressed.
no, he just undressed and got baby oil.
Well, I just assumed the sword gave him
Baby oil?
like protection. Like he got like the armor of like, okay, I
No,
can
he
take a
just
hit
got
now.
less clothing, no armor.
And my big pet peeve, as you know, is whenever they're on the harness and they float up into the world for him to become all naked and then dressed again, they always do the leg pose. And I know it has to be for them to balance in the harness thing, but it drives me up a wall because it's so awkward. And there's nobody in the real world that's going to float up and be like, oh, and passe. Like, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to tuck their leg in and point their toe and arch their back. It's just so unrealistic.
You know what this means, right?
Up a wall
Alex is going to get powers. She's going to be floating, and then she's going to do it.
and pose.
So we, I will say Dolph Lundgren's cameo was one of my favorites. They did give him a lot to do, which I really love.
I didn't expect that.
I loved it.
The tongue in cheek of any advice, like all of that. Oh,
The only other way that I would have kind of probably enjoyed this as well is if they would have made him Man-at-Arms.
no, I'm happy
That
they
would have
didn't.
been like it would have been a choice. I think I would have enjoyed it. I thought Idris Elba did okay with what he was given, but yeah.
I want to say one thing about Idris Elba that not Idris Elba.
Duncan, yeah,
Duncan. No, not Duncan.
Man-at-Arms,
He-Man. OG
He-Man.
He-Man.
OG He-Man,
When
Dolph
he-
Lundgren.
Dolph.
When he was like to your journeys,
Good Journey.
Good
good journey. I didn't get that until I watched 87 and I went,
Isn't it fun?
Motherfucker.
Isn't it fun?
But there was no like it was just that was clearly just for like
Yeah, that was not for you.
No, that was for like the 40-year-old dude who grew up on
That's
Master
you.
Universe.
That would be.
Yeah,
That would be.
that was for you.
We do have a highlighted question. from Arsenal. How about that date scene? Dude went all cards on the table right out the bat, no filter.
Oh my
I
God.
do appreciate that that the film did the exposition in a fun and funny way. Right? We use the over voice for the exposition. And you cut to him having a first date. And he
all that.
I know, I tried my best, dude. Like we use the exposition as him telling his first date literally everything about his life. And I'm not gonna sit here and give dating advice.
Yes, you
But
are.
I am this
As
time.
we've been told by Cole,
Yeah.
what
As
you
I've
do
been-
doesn't work.
As I've been told by Cole, I am the worst dating person in the entire world.
It's like taking advice from Henry Cavill.
But I will say, on your first date, you hide all of your crazy.
and then you marry all of your crazy.
And then second date, third date, fourth date, fifth date, you
Sprinkle in.
release just a little bit of your crazy every time. Until they're vaccinated and inoculated from it.
A part of me thinks, because that was like clearly like a Hinge date, right? Like part of me thinks like he sprinkled it in, and then when she was like, "Tell me about you, like your childhood,"
Like it's in his Hinge profile. And she was like, "Oh, I thought you were just being quirky."
yeah, like oh, that was clearly just fun, and you're clearly jacked. Like you're not. She was clearly like, dude, if you just kept quiet, you would have hit it. Like she was hunting him more than he was on a date with her.
Yeah. She did try her best.
Yeah.
There is a very quick second chance in this.
When
and,
she's like giving him the life, like please, just
like, don't mess this up, and he definitely
don't.
messes it
And he
up.
goes like, no, honestly, like here's the sword.
Okay, speaking of the sword, can I just say, I know we want to talk about the good. That sword was on the ground on its own so many times that anybody could have grabbed it. Anybody, pick a foot soldier, pick a bad guy, pick a good guy. It was on the floor, probably like 50% of the movie, probably a little less, but you know what I mean? It was just there on the ground.
There was
the whole time.
when he finally turns into He-Man and he's fighting Lockjaw.
Yes,
and the
it's
sword
just on the
the
ground.
sword isn't on the ground. This is the heroes, He-Man, Lockjaw, sword, villain army.
Full army.
They won. They got the sword.
like,
Trump,
they did it. Just pack up, dude.
Film
You guys
over.
lost.
What I kind of wish they would have done in that moment is just whether they cut back to Skeletor being told the story. And he's going, so where was the sword? Surrounded by us. Who grabbed it?
That would have been great. So good. Because even
You lean into the ridiculousness. Yes.
Especially if like when he was fighting Skeletor, when Skeletor like takes his sword away, I kind of wanted to be like, grab it, you fool!
Yeah, literally in text, they lean into the ridiculousness of all the He-Man names.
Oh yes.
good night, Caleb
Lean into-
Jasper.
yeah.
Oh, good
Good
night.
night.
Sorry.
Just lean into the ridiculous of everything about He-Man, right? Because now it's fun for everyone.
Yes, that it would be silly. It would then you know what it is. Okay. We go up to Snake Mountain. He sacrifices everybody in his party
Yes.
for no reason. Because they could have just waited outside. Sacrifices all of them. Goes inside to fight. Again, sword is on the floor for like 90% of the fight and nobody grabs it. Then the whole thing collapses. Leaves the sword on the ground. Forgets about the bad guy. Talks to dying father who just has instantly changed for no reason that we know of.
Whoa. Hold on.
Sure.
When you're in prison for 18 years, it changes a man.
You have a better perspective. I can see that. I can see that. It was weird though,
Too
right?
fast.
Because like if you're in prison for 18 years, if you're like wrongly in prison, like
Yeah.
I don't know if like I don't know if like breaking the masculinity cycle and building pure empathy from it
Well, I mean,
is going to be the
it was
move.
too
I don't know.
It
I don't
didn't-
know.
It didn't break the cycle because he's seeing his son look the way he wanted his son to always
Yeah,
look.
which was like weird, right? Because it's like, oh yeah, my son's like big and powerful now.
I've
Like,
always
oh,
cared about you.
Literally learned nothing, dude. Like,
Yes.
you learned nothing.
None of it matched. It was way too long. Then bad guy reappears, who's been there the whole time, I guess. I don't know. He ends up in jail. Mom doesn't speak. So
Mom doesn't speak at all during that.
She wasn't paid yet.
well, she was paid in the beginning of the film because she already spoke.
Yeah.
So
Just
they're
not
already
yet.
paying her for talking, but I'm like, this is the moment. And then it's the scene with second dad, and again on the floor in emotions, and I'm like, I know this is opposite of me all the time, but like, fucking stop talking and do something. Like, it was too many long emotional moments that I was
Yeah.
just like, okay, I could pee right now. I could go pee. Like this is the part I've missed nothing.
Is this your metric? Like, oh, I gotta pee.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes. If there's
yeah.
a moment that I'm watching in a film and I'm like, I could have peed, and it happened back to back, I'm like, that's
Yeah.
2 moments
Like,
I could have gone
I've
pee
I,
and not good.
I relate to that. I always sit on the end because I have to go to the
I always
bathroom
sit
a
on the end.
lot. I went to the bathroom during the Incredibles chase scene. Incredibles 1, when like they're chasing him with the spinny cycles.
Yes.
Oh.
So I went to the bathroom when He-Man we were all in the cars and stuff and
Okay.
flying.
Okay.
I was like,
Oh, no, that's the Star Wars chase scene.
Oh, you call that Star? To me, it was
Because
Incredibles.
it was Endor. Endor?
Endor
No.
is Return of the Jedi with the
No.
Ewoks.
Yes. Did I do it?
You did it.
Hell yeah. Because literally, she's like, oh, go shoot something. So he gets on this bike that somehow he knows how to drive, even though he's
How
been gone
does
for
he
a million
know
years.
how to drive
Just
it?
saying. Right? Okay.
I mean, it is his home world.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
was
but
like 10.
He was 10 when
I would
he
know how to drive a
left.
car if I was 10.
Yeah, okay. You can barely drive a car now. We've been in it.
No, I scare
can't
you
say
because
anything.
I'm angry.
You're
you
very
scare
angry.
me because you don't know how to drive.
This is
can
why I'm always the one that drives whenever we're in the car.
That's why I'm a passenger princess.
Me?
No, I meant for the both of them. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
that's
both
fair.
my
Yeah.
passenger princesses.
But anyway, she tells him to get out. So he gets on the motorcycle thing, gets out, shoots nothing, by the way.
Right.
Gets chased for no reason because he's shot nothing and done nothing. And there was really no point for the scene, which made me think Star Wars fan. And they were like, oh, I want a Star Wars scene. And that's how we got to the Endor, right? Then the other guy gets out, grabs the gun, shoots nothing, and goes back to the front seat.
See,
None
okay,
of it made sense.
If we want to talk about things that didn't make sense,
Yeah.
I don't like that Duncan became an alcoholic because he was surprise attacked
then
and
also-
almost won, but then lost to like the main big bad sidekick dude.
Also, did not overcome his alcoholism.
Nope.
Oh no. If anything, he was just like, I shaved.
Yeah, that was weird.
I got a haircut. I shaved. Clearly,
Like,
I'm sober now, guys.
He has a flask on his uniform. He takes it out twice. There is no big moment of like, oh, I'm going to stop doing this. He just puts it back on his uniform and that's it.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Also, no one died of importance.
Oh no, they did a really good job where it was like the green moss guy that we've never seen before is who they killed so that it's not somebody you're attached to and they don't
once
look very
again-
humanoid.
I
Yeah.
kind of didn't like that also. Mostly because like it there's this
Rest in peace, Ross, man.
there's this trope, right? Where like if you're going to kill somebody random and kill the ugliest one, right? Like it shows kids, if you're the one that looks different, you're expendable. They do this a lot in 80s films. And so that's why I was surprised to see, okay, I know that we're, talking about an 80s franchise, but this was filmed in 2026. You didn't have to take the monster type character in order to kill them.
I think I took it as they were trying to make it less scary by doing the least humanoid thing possible and then
Yeah.
being like, look, it's grass on the ground, so it wasn't blood, it wasn't right, like it was supposed to make it less
No, I'm
violent
with
or
Alex
scary.
on this one. I didn't take it as if you're weird, different, it's easy to kill you. I just took it as if they explode, it's just leaves on the wind, and it's a
Leaves on the
PG
wind.
rating.
But we don't that's
Oh
not
shit! I'm sorry,
that's-
guys.
It's not
Firefly plans.
Oh,
It's
God,
okay.
Yeah. It's not established though. He could just have human parts.
But clearly it was established because he was just grass.
No, he was melted. That could have happened to any human body.
Yeah, but then it would have looked grosser.
It would have. I'm sorry, I'm with Alex in this one. Let's see what else. I will say this: in terms of story and the jokes and the funny, I still would prefer this one to the original '87,
Which we are talking about on our Patreon episode today.
Yeah, we are. Now, there was one thing that had me crying of laughter, and it was the end. When he's like, "Oh, someone better go do it. I'm gonna go in the castle."
Oh yeah, we had
Talking
different
tiger.
opinions on why that was.
Why?
Well, okay, so my opinion is when he got floated up in the awkward pose, he got all nakedy and then he got dressed after, and so he didn't want to be nakedy in front of everybody.
Oh, I took it as in the cartoon, he can't. No one knows who he is. So that's
what
why-
JPG said too.
Yeah, so they're just going back to that bit, but them acknowledging like he knows we've saw him already do this.
Yeah, like secret identities essential to a lot of the 80s plots, right?
Mhm.
Prince Adam specifically in the show is seen as very weak, very ineffective, just not a dude who you want to lead. And then when he turns into He-Man, everybody, it's full power fantasy, right? It's
Yes.
full Western power fantasy.
And bad haircuts.
And so I like that they do that. I like that, like, because it's so obvious that Prince Adam is He-Man.
Oh, yes.
Right? It's so obvious. And so I love the idea of like, oh, like, I guess I have to go away now and make sure to grab He-Man. And everybody's like, no, like, dude, we know you're He-Man. Like, it's like, I'm not an idiot.
Does the tiger talk in the cartoon?
I don't remember, but I don't remember the tiger talking.
I loved it because
Yeah.
he was like, he's the worst student. He sucks. Sorry.
Okay, so Cringer does talk in it. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. I thank you guys in the chat. Yeah, I honestly just could not remember. It was kind of weird that Cringer at the very Cringer was just down to fight
Yeah.
because he's supposed to be a literal scaredy cat. That's why we call him
Oh.
Cringer. Ineffectual, right? Like just like Prince Adam. It's the whole joke throughout the entire series. And then Prince Adam tells him, "Oh, hey, just be brave for once." And then becomes the most ferocious monster in all of Eternia.
Hey, look, all you need is someone to believe in you, and then you can do anything.
And it's just it's and also he was like, "Oh, like I want to have armor next time." Just you didn't have to add the armor at the very end. Just do the I have the power. Give Cringer the armor like he always got whenever Adam turned into He-Man, and that's it. I just don't understand why they just didn't do that. Like, it was very weird.
So Master Allen is saying that secret identities don't work anymore because as like the audience, we all
Right.
know like who the actor is, the character, all of that. But what I will say is the actors from The New Girl, Zooey Deschanel.
Oh, Zooey Deschanel, yes.
Zooey Deschanel proves that theory wrong.
Yeah. Have you ever seen her without bangs? Yes. The joke is, have you ever seen her
She
without
does
bangs?
not look like the same person.
She does not. It's fantastic. But I will say there's fun to the secret identity thing with the like, oh, it would never work. And then, it always works. And you sit there and like yell at the audience. But it has to be done well.
If you told me Elon Musk was Batman, I 100% would not believe you at all. So I
Well,
do
yeah, because
get
Batman cares for others.
I do. Well, no, in the sense where, Batman is a bajillionaire, right? And if anybody was like, Bruce Wayne is Batman, no, that doesn't make sense. But it kind of does because we are the reader, and in context, it makes sense because how could you do that without this much money? But if you told me in real life, like, oh yeah, Elon Musk is a crime fighting vigilante, like I would laugh in your face, right? Because there is that suspension of we don't have to worry about like the suspension of disbelief of social norms in comics.
But also the full mask, I think, makes these things more believable than when it is just like glasses, no glasses. Or,
I mean, I like how the DCU is like, no, the glasses are putting an emitter out there to makes them look
Yes,
different.
yeah.
Or-
When they're
or
putting
just,
like
like-
logic behind it.
or there are times where Clark's like, no, I'm just a freaking dork.
Yeah.
Like, no, like this is me naturally. Like when I'm Superman, that's the mask, right? But I'm just a straight up dork from Kansas.
Which is why I love Superman and Batman so much. They're complete opposites in every way.
I love that, right? Because Bruce Wayne is 100% the mask.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
All right. So Master Allen said She-Ra.
Yes.
Only thing I'm gonna say before we start talking about She-Ra is we had like 3 post-credit scenes that didn't need to be post-credit scenes.
100%.
They could have just been part of the movie.
I hate that so much. Like yes, you added Orko at the very end for the lesson because that's what they did at the end of episodes.
That would have been
yes.
a great post-credit scene.
Yeah, and it was in
That
the
was
post-credit
cute.
scene. It was just like, okay, yeah, I get it. And then there was the She-Ra one, which I'm like, okay. But once again, that falls into the problem, right? You're building a universe, you don't want to make a good film.
Well, here's what I will say. If they would have taken the Skeletor, Evelyn, like You've Looked Better, that would have fit fine before the She-Ra moment. Have the She-Ra be the end of the film because they're not committing to a character. They're not committing to anything. It's just she's in the universe and that has already existed. It's not like they're creating something out in left field. And then you have the credits, and then it ends with the lesson dude, and everyone went, "Aw," and then you get to go home. I didn't have to wait. Like when I could have Googled.
Oh, I thought the last one was the Evelyn one.
That's what I mean. Like
Okay.
I would have
He's
changed the
switching
order.
the order.
Oh,
I would
okay.
have put Evelyn in between the ending and then the post credits scene
Yeah.
with She-Ra. I would have made that part of the actual film.
100%.
Play credits, just the basic credits before like the scroll. Then you have the lesson thing.
The Orko.
Then
yeah.
it's the scroll.
Orko is a part of that. I explained this. I was
Yeah, the
explaining
little
this, like,
VV looking thing.
Yeah, so Orko was endemic of like the 80s annoying a side
Sidekick.
character. Yeah, right? Like it's like, oh, you're part of the main cast, but you're the annoying side character.
He was Slimer from Ghostbusters.
Slimer would be another. I'd say that's like less of an example, but yes, I see what you're saying. But I just had one, Herbie from Fantastic Four.
I think for me, what would have helped with the post credit with when Evelyn picks up the skull, I wanted the eyes to
talk.
light up red. I didn't need him to talk. Literally, if it was just, oh, you've looked better, and then the eyes come on, because remember the scene where he's asleep and the guy's like, oh, I wasn't sure if you're awake, and the eyes light up, and that's how you know he was awake. That connecting those dots, whereas like, oh, you've looked better. Bing, that would have been like a really cool moment for me, because then I'd be like, oh, but instead it was like, oh, you've looked better, let me just take the skull off screen. It never brought the skull to life.
In the chat, Master Allen, what about Snarf? Snarf is one of those 80s characters, super annoying sidekick. Comic relief for much younger children that we just did not need. Arsenal put Gwildor. Gwildor is somebody we're going to be talking about in our Patreon episode.
Yeah.
But he did not make the cut for this film.
Yes.
Arsenal though did not spend money for he got a cup of coffee instead. Remember?
Oh, you did get a cup of coffee instead. Yeah.
He's shaming Arsenal.
I love that. We love you so much, Arsenal. Please
Arsenal,
don't,
tell
please
them
don't
I'm
leave
your
us.
favorite, and this is why.
Okay, so for the second movie, which might go straight to Amazon, who knows? But in the second one, would you want it to be? Yeah, would you want it to be She-Ra, or would you want it to be He-Man and then She-Ra shows up?
Well, look, if they're trying to follow the Marvel pattern, it will be a She-Ra film, and then it will be a combined film.
Well, do you know the downside of that?
Yeah, men are gonna shit on it because it's a woman.
That's not where I was going with that. DC's already doing that. Superman,
Yeah.
Supergirl,
Yep.
combined.
Together. Yeah. They did the same thing with Wonder Woman. They've done the same thing with, what? Superman, Wonder Woman. What's the group?
Justice League.
Justice League.
You're wrong and right. You're just skipping so many films in between. That's what's making me have an aneurysm. I'm like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Superman, Batman, Superman, Batman, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Justice League.
I'm
that better?
It's not the same thing. That's not the same. That's like saying, oh, I had a sandwich. No, you had ham and cheese. I am talking about a club. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
I will say that the only thing that would make me excited for a She-Ra film is following the She-Ra formula that they had on Netflix.
Oh.
I absolutely loved that show. I thought that show was incredibly progressive. It evolved from its original source material. I sincerely enjoyed it. So if you are bringing me a She-Ra film, it has to be just as good, if not better, than the She-Ra series.
I mean, okay, so for me, I would love it if she showed up and then it's the He-Man, she's in He-Man movie, but she's like Xena, where she already knows how to do everything.
Mhm.
And he goes, wait, how'd you do that? And then she's like, you don't know how to do it. Are you a child with a toy? Like, have you done any work? And then he's just like, I was gone for 18 years on this place called Earth. Like, I'd be real funny to me of her just be like, you are a child. And it's like showing him how to actually do things. Because especially when we're talking about the first 15 minutes,
Yeah.
He-Man's better as let's talk this out.
I'm a sucker for training montages.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm a little bit bummed out that there was not one in this film.
He didn't need it. He has the power.
Yeah, and yet no, and
No training.
yet no training, and everybody complains about Rey in Star Wars.
Which, by the way, that reminds me, Tila, fantastic.
Oh, played by Camila Mendes.
From Riverdale.
It was one of those things where I'm like, dude, they gave nothing to you. They gave nothing to work with for you, and I think Tila could have been such a cool character.
She has the skills. We see her have the skills. And then they never really allow her. Like, there's the one scene with the sorceress where she like can push through her powers. And then in the end, when they're actually fighting, her and the sorceress are just standing there. Like, I would have loved to see her when they were in the forest before they got all the way out there just to change their mind and go all the way to Snake Mountain and get kidnapped. I would have loved for her to be training him because you really tell by the way she moves that she has this, she's never stopped training. Even when her dad stepped down, she never stopped training. And then it's never really used.
You know what I kind of wanted to happen? Because like her dad trained and she was clearly one of the best students. And then she was helping train him when he was a young boy.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted that she took his armor. Like she was wearing it and she like modified it so it would fit her.
Oh, okay.
Because it would be like a lineage kind of situation.
Yeah, that would have been cute.
Like, and then that would be her honoring, and then he would like have that whole proud dad moment of like, oh my God, I need to quit drinking.
They do.
He just shaves.
They do all the original characters' suits at the very end, and her and Tila's suit is so out of place. It's insane to me. But yeah.
There was one thing. What time? How much time we got left?
I think we gotta wrap
Over.
up in a second.
I would say like I really enjoyed the CGI monster in this one. The first chase scene where he's just like, I told all of you.
Oh yes.
I mean this as nicely as possible. If you've been called crazy and you're wrong your whole life, and then you're finally being proven right, I also would be.
It would have been great if his first date was in the crowd.
Yes.
I would have been like, oh.
Or to see her on a date and like that would have been a cute
And like
end
crash the
scene.
date. Yeah, crash the date. Yes, 100%.
When he stole the sword and his roommate was like, is this the sword? Hits the sword. Which also, inviting the best friend to your world to be the ultimate told you so.
Yeah. I thought that was a little petty and I appreciated it.
I hope he never goes home.
Yeah, I hope he stays there.
This brings us to the end of our summer session in the welcome party. Oh my God, I didn't even look up what we're doing next week. Talk amongst
I
yourselves.
think video games, right?
Are we doing video?
I think it's Thunderfolk because we didn't get to play Thunderfolk last time because somebody was late.
Oh, it is Thunderfolk. Okay, cool. We're having a video game sesh. next week. We're going to be playing Thunderfolk. So come out, hang out, maybe come in your jammies or something. I don't know. Just
I
come out
won't
there.
be here. What?
What?
I'm seeing Supergirl. We talked about this.
Shit.
You guys can play though.
Wait, you're not going to be here for stream?
I will be here at the end of stream. I'll be here.
Yeah, because we talked about this and then we didn't decide about it. Okay, we're going to figure out what we're doing next week.
Was I not listening? Yeah, I probably wasn't listening.
Yeah.
I'm writing
No,
this
because
dumb
Cole had
question.
told us that he got special tickets.
The fan pre.
Oh, that's right. Right. I'm
Yeah.
listening.
Dang it. Okay. We're going to figure out what we're doing next week. Join us in the Discord. Maybe
Yeah,
Anthony
let's
can
just
drop
go
our
and
links.
play.
Add a challenge for the chat. See, I forgot and I remembered again, and then I hit you for no reason. Love you.
What was that?
I see you guys are starting to use channel points.
Yay!
If there's something, we're literally coming up on our meeting to start figuring out how we want to use Twitch better.
It'll be on Wednesday. Don't hit me.
Can I hit him?
I'm still contemplating.
Okay. Oh my gosh, babe, look over there.
Ah!
Clip it.
No, don't clip it. Don't clip it. No witnesses.
Clip it. Clip it because this is what happens behind closed doors. Somebody please save us. I'm blinking twice for help.
It was like you didn't blink. You just, I'm blinking twice for help. No, if there's something you guys want us to do, if you're like, hey, this would make it more fun for me, a better experience for me, or I would love if this did this thing, like this is the time while we're building this channel kind of from the ground up and figuring out what we want it to look like. So if you guys have any thoughts of what you would like that would make your experience better, please let us know in the Discord.
Yeah.
Or in chat too. That's okay also. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but sometimes they get lost in chat. That's what I was thinking.
Make sure to follow us at any of our links on social media. What else? What else is coming up?
It's this way because it's an S.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No.
Don't hit me with a fist. Oh God, she's threatening me again. Anyway, are we rating? Not yet?
We still haven't figured that out.
We haven't figured it out yet.
All
right.
Figure it out.
Future us.
Yeah. that's
Save
the future us.
Cole.
That's the future
Help
us.
me.
All right, well, we'll be here next week, or two of us will be. We don't know what the third person's doing. We'll figure it all out.
Yeah.
But we hope to see you guys there. So next time.
No, you have to do. That's the end of the welcome.
Oh, that's the end of the welcome party.
Next time, bring a friend.